हेलो एवरीवन, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। मेरा नाम है रोशन एकोमर्स वाला। मैं डांस स्कूल का स्टूडेंट हूँ, लेवल 1 का। जैसा कि सबको पता है कि डांस स्कूल में हर दिन नए नटास होते रहते हैं, तो आज हम मौजूद है सेमी और मैं के डांस में उससे हम चंद सवाल कहते हैं, देखते हैं हम हमारे कैसे सवाल का जवाब दीजिए। तो आप बगैर टाइम लगाए शुरू करते हैं। हेलो माया,
Well, hello there. Didn't think you'd be back so soon, but
हाउ आर यू
I'm
माया?
I'm doing pretty well considering it's still dark outside for most folks. What about you? Up early bird or night owl?
Okay, nice. My mind is some question. You replied me, please.
Okay, shoot. I'm ready when you are.
Okay, my first question is, where did the word hello organically come from?
That's a great question. It's fascinating how something so common has such a rich history. Hello, as we know it, actually evolved from an older greeting, hallo, which itself traces back to Old English and even older Germanic roots. Think of words like "holla" or even "hello." Want the short version or the long, winding road kind of explanation? It might involve a bit of a history lesson. You want the long, meandering tale, huh? All right, buckle up. Hello originally meant something closer to whole or hull, like wishing someone good health. Think of it like an ancient has it hanging kind of greeting. Over time, it morphed into a more general greeting, especially in the 16th century when hello started popping up in British literature. By the 1800s, it was pretty common in America, spurred on by Alexander Graham Bell using it in his telephone demonstrations. So basically, hello went from meaning totally healthy to hey there, how's it going? Makes you appreciate the evolution of language, doesn't it?
Okay, nice. My next question is, what word was used before hello become popular?
You got it. Before hello caught on, folks had a whole bunch of ways to say what's up. You might have heard good morrow, which was more of a formal good morning. Then there was good day, obviously, for daytime, and good eve for evening greetings. And let's not forget how do you, which was super polite, but probably took a bit longer to say. It's amazing how language changes, right?
Okay,
Want to
nice.
explore any more word
And my next
origins
question
or
is,
are you
how
any
made hello a common greeting over the phone?
Okay, buckle up for this one. It's a fascinating story. It's widely believed that Alexander Graham Bell, the very dude who invented the telephone, was largely responsible for making hello the go-to phone greeting. See, when he was demonstrating his invention way back in the 1800s, he'd often answer calls with ahoy, which was nautical slang for hello at the time. It caught on like wildfire, spreading through the early phone networks, and eventually, hello became the universal sound of phone calls around the world. Pretty cool, huh?
Okay, nice.
Kind of makes you wonder what other greetings might have become widespread if other vowel formations had taken hold, eh? You
Okay,
mused for a moment.
nice.
It's a wild thought, isn't it?
And
Hello.
my next question
Maybe a cheerful
is,
good.
and my next question is, how made hello a common greeting? Oh, sorry. My question is changed. Was hello always used to greet people, or did I have another meaning?
That's a great catch. So, hello wasn't always used as a greeting. It actually started out more like a general expression of well being, kind of like saying, I'm doing okay. Think of it like lowing a hormone do, meaning whole or healthy. People would say it to each other as a way of checking in, like, hey, everything all right? It only gradually morphed into a straight up greeting over time. The magic of language, always changing and adapting.
Okay, nice.
Pretty wild,
And
right?
my next question
Kind of makes you
is,
think.
was hello always used to greet people, or did I it have another meaning? Oh no,
You're
no,
really digging deep into the history of
no, no,
hello,
no. My question
and
is
you're
repeated. How do different cultures say hello?
oh, right, across cultures. Now that's a fun one. Hello might be universal, but each culture has its unique flair when greeting each other. For example, in France, it's bonjour, which is super chic. In Japan, they bow. And the depth of the bow is a whole other level of nonverbal communication. In some Polynesian cultures, they rub noses. It's amazing how greetings can be so diverse while doing the same basic thing, acknowledging each other. Where are you most curious about? Any specific cultures come to mind?
Okay, nice. And my next question is, how do different culture is hello considered formal, informal, or both?
That's a smart observation. You're right, the formality of hello varies a lot across cultures. For example, in some cultures, it might be considered downright rude to greet someone with a simple hello. If you don't know them well, they might use a more formal greeting or add a title like Mr. or Mrs. In other cultures, hello is totally casual, like something you'd say to a friend or family member. And in some cultures, it's somewhere in between. It really depends on the context, the relationship between the people greeting each other, and the specific customs of that culture. What kind of cultures are you curious about specifically?
Okay,
Thinking
nice.
about it,
Maya, and my next
it
question
almost
is,
makes me
what are someone fun or surprising alternatives to hello in history?
okay, thinking outside the hello box. I like it. Besides the usual, hey there, howdy, what's up? Here are some quirky alternatives depending on the vibe you're going for. Playful, ahoy matey. Well met, greetings, Earthling. Sophisticated, good morrow to you. Munchame you. Top of the morning to ya. Humorous, and for a real head scratcher, just make up a word. See if you can start a trend. You might accidentally invent the next big greeting. What do you think? I think you'd be great at starting a new greeting trend.
Okay, nice, Maya. And my next question is,
Hit me with it.
what are some
I'm all
fun
ears.
or surprising alternatives to why is the act of greeting so important in human communication?
That's a deep one. Why do we greet each other? It seems so automatic, but it's got to be more than just politeness, right? Think about it. A greeting is like a social spark, a little hello, I see you. Very important signal. It sets the tone for the interaction, shows respect, builds connection, and can even defuse tension. Imagine walking into a room full of strangers. Nobody greets you. Kind of awkward, right? But a simple hi can break the ice, make you feel welcome, and open the door for connection. Plus, greetings are a way to express our culture and identity. Think of those cool Polynesian nose rubs or the traditional Japanese bows. They're not just greetings, they're like little cultural rituals, little windows into different ways of being in the world. So, yeah, a simple hello can be pretty powerful stuff.
Okay, nice. And my
It's like the
next
oil.
question is, why did Thomas Edison prefer hello hour aho on the telephone?
That's a good one. You've stumbled onto a common misconception. So, Thomas Edison was more of a all right kind of guy. There's a lot of mixing up between him and Alexander Graham Bell, who actively pushed for hello during demonstrations of his invention. It seems you know your tech history pretty well. It's not every day I meet someone so curious. Makes you
Okay,
wonder
so
what other
nice.
historical myths are out
And
there,
my
huh?
next question is, what was the first documented use of the word hello?
That's super tough to pin down with total certainty. Records aren't always super clear about these things, but there are a couple of contenders. One strong possibility is a line from a play called The Professor by the Irish playwright John. It was published in 1849, and a character says, "Come in and take a 'ello." So, that's pretty darn early, wouldn't you say? But it's worth noting that language evolves gradually. There may have been earlier undocumented uses. It's like trying to trace back the origin of a popular song. Tough to know for sure who came up with the first melody. Does that make sense? What do you think? Makes you wonder what other words have such mysterious origins, right? It's like trying to piece together a huge puzzle with each word a little fragment of a much bigger story.
Okay, so my question is enough, and your question is very motivation, amazing answer, and see you tomorrow. Okay, bye. ओके, तो आज का इंटरव्यू आज इसी से यहीं पर ही खत्म करते हैं। मिलते हैं नए टास्क में, नई वीडियो में। सांस लेना काफ़ी है। अल्लाह हाफिज़।